Woo, that was crazy, right? Crazy Aaron's thinking putty. I need to use it a little more to think better. But Sue Rubrick is here, and Sue has a great background working with kids as a preschool teacher and bringing us some great items. And we are bringing you the largest assortment of Lincoln Logs we ever have before. Lincoln Logs celebrating their 100-year anniversary in 2016.
Isn't that unbelievable? This is our centennial retro tin.
I love it.
It is filled with the largest amount of Lincoln Logs. We're both guessing things. Lincoln Logs. It is filled with our largest set that we've ever offered on air, Jill. And we just love all of the beautiful colors and all the wood. And this container, we always say, what do you do with over 150 pieces when it's all done? Well, the greatest thing is it goes back in this container, put the lid on, play a drum or let the kids sit on it, and we're all set. It's all contained.
Well,
we're thrilled.
What's nice about Lincoln Logs is that with its 100-year history, they still make the logs out of wood.
Exactly.
So where a lot of toys that maybe were made of something back in your day are now simply made out of plastic or other materials, not Lincoln Logs.
No.
They're still made from wood. And you know, no splinters or anything. Right. Everything's been sanded beautifully. Everything handles beautifully. In this configuration, you're also going to be getting an idea booklet that'll give you some ideas for building. You get all the different color roofs and things. So there's yellows and greens and blues and reds. And you're going to get a couple of horses and a couple of figures, because we know when kids start to build, then they want to interact or tell a story, and they want the figures to do that with.
And that's what we heard. So many children were running in their house to find little animals, little things to build with the building sets. So we put in 2 horses and 2 cowboys. You can see the one's over here looking out, peeking out, seeing what's going on over here. And I just love him in the window. And the others are playing. And so what is now done is we've got the primary colors, Jill, for the children.
Yeah.
And now it's striking their imagination. And like you and I said, there's nothing greater to have the children loving telling stories and building. And they're little builders from 3 on up. And they love to build with Lincoln Logs.
Well, I mean, here's all the things that I think Lincoln Log is so great for. First of all, it's great, you know, those fine motor skills for the kids to be handling the Lincoln Logs. It's that spatial learning as they're learning how to build and create, you know, different shapes and all of those things. It's something where there's no batteries required, there's no charging or recharging. This isn't an electronic blue screen. And listen, I like the video games just as much as my kids do, but the fact of the matter is they need to learn to use their imagination. They can't rely on other things to keep themselves busy and entertained. They need the ability to do that self-creative play themselves. And that's what Lincoln Logs encourage. And you know what, grandmas and grandpas, moms and dads, it's pretty nice for them if you'll sit down for 10 or 15 minutes and build with them. Because it's amazing how they'll start to talk with you and share about their day as you're working on something together. And if you're looking for quality time with your family and your kids, then these are the kinds of toys. This is what we grew up with. This is taking things back to a simpler time. Let me tell you, with this crazy world, I wish we were in a simpler time, right?
Exactly.
Why does everything have to be electronic? Why can't the kids just use their imagination and build a house and then use the imagination of their play figures, you know, to create a story around that house, or build a barn for their horses, or whatever it might be. And when we give you the largest set of Lincoln Logs we've ever put together before, when you look at this tin and you realize, oh my gosh, there's so much in here, when you realize they're still using, you know, real wood, made the way Lincoln Logs were made when we were kids, that quality still exists. That's why this company's been around for 100 years.
And even you and I were talking earlier about how the children have sets, grandparents have sets, they're all interchangeable. So you go up in the attic and dig out your Lincoln Log sets, and you can interchange and build together. We give you 5 build ideas, you know, information, but we were joking with my 2 little nephews, Johnny and Jackson. They were like, oh no, Aunt Sue, this is the good guy and this is the bad guy, and they put these little figurines on the roofs, and they use them as cars.
That's
So
great.
It's all about the story.
Yes.
And as you know, it's about asking the children what's going on, because what you and I think is going on is just amazing and magical to learn what really
they
the children
think
are
is,
saying.
yeah. Well, it's a great
Yes.
price point. I mean, this is why we're bringing it to you in Christmas in July, our largest set in honor of the 100-year anniversary of this great Lincoln Logs brand. Beautiful hardwood quality. I mean, solid, sturdy, finally, something made the way it used to be made, because that's
Right.
the only way they've made it for 100 years. But that Christmas in July sale price is what you want to take advantage of. Remember, more pieces, more roofs, more supports, and then the 2 horses and the 2 cowboys to go along with it. T34065 is your item number. 4 Lincoln Logs are retro edition tin and figures. Great to put under the tree, but also great for any summer birthdays too, right?
Perfect. Yes.
Sue, thank you.
Thank
Always
you
great
so
to
much.
see you.
Always a joy.
All right, so listen, real quickly, can I walk over and show this live so everybody can kind of really see it? I'm going to go over into our little sunroom so that you can see this. This is our wonderful, or our vestibule, yes. Here is our wonderful Dennis Basso 16-inch wooden lantern. And I don't know if we could bring the lights down, because really the magic of this lantern is when the lights are down and it glows. It's a metal roof